Hello, I am going to record the wedding ceremony script for my niece's wedding because there are some people who can't make it. And so I thought that I would just put this on my YouTube channel and then those who can't attend the wedding can listen to the script. And if you don't know who I am, but you are looking for a non-religious wedding ceremony script, help yourself. If you like it a lot and you would like me to email it to you, just send me a comment in the below, and I will be happy to send it to you. Ladies and gentlemen, please silence all cell phones, and please refrain from taking photos during the ceremony. The ceremony will begin momentarily. Thank you. Family and friends of Brian and Kelsey, welcome to their wedding ceremony here at Heartwood Hall. We're gathered here today, surrounded by the beauty of creation, to celebrate the wedding of Kelsey and Brian. You have come here today from nearby and from far away to share in this commitment to offer your love and support to their union, and to allow Brian and Kelsey to start their married life together, surrounded by the people dearest and most important to them. To all their guests, they're happy to share this moment with you. They've known most of you for several years, or perhaps all their lives. You watched them grow up, you went to school with them, or you worked with them. Because you are the ones who have supported them and known them so well, it's only fitting that you are the ones to share this once-in-a-lifetime moment with them. Brian and Kelsey are pleased to have their parents in the front row, close to them for the ceremony. Kelsey thanks her mom and dad for providing her with every opportunity possible and giving her encouragement, love, and that unique sense of humor. Brian appreciates his parents and who they are as a couple. He is the man he is today because of Noel and Deb's unending love and support and examples of selflessness for him to emulate, such as searching through the trash for a lost crown. A wedding day is often a day when couples miss family members no longer with them. For Kelsey and Brian, there are family members whose memories they hold dear. Brian's Uncle Bill passed away in 2014. Brian misses him very much and looks back on many happy memories together at Gulf Shores. Kelsey also wishes Uncle Bob could be here for the wonderful example he provided of a successful marriage, one of love and respect. May memories of these two well-loved family members brighten this day and warm your hearts. And so it is that Brian and Kelsey present themselves to be married today, surrounded by people they love the most. As Kelsey and Brian prepared for the ceremony part of this wedding celebration, I sat down with each of them to reflect on what it is they love about each other. It was easy for them. Brian, Kelsey loves that you blend in so comfortably with her family. She's pleased that you're terrific with children and that you've loved and cared for both Calypso and your foster pets. She loves that you think she's funny and that you always find a way to compliment her. She loves that you let go of the little things. You remember details of the story she tells. You want to be part of her family and circle of friends. Most importantly, you're so close that even when she's at her worst, which is not very often, you've never made her feel like you want anything but to be even closer to her. Kelsey, Brian loves that you always think about your relationship and put it first in your decisions and actions. He loves your brain, your smile, and your beauty. He appreciates that you're low maintenance. He loves that you fit in so well with his family. They love you too. He loves that you've been there and will be there for him through every step of his PhD studies. He likes that you can be really silly. He loves how outgoing and friendly you are. He loves your emails and texts. He loves your kisses. He just really loves you. You both look to a shared future that includes raising a happy, healthy family. That future also includes a richly lived life together, going out to restaurants, hanging out with family, relaxing at home in front of the TV, singing and dancing. Kelsey will do the singing. The years will come and go. You won't take each other for granted. You'll laugh a lot. You'll be the best parents you can be. You'll grow older and wiser together. It's going to be a great story. We come now to the words Kelsey and Brian want to hear the most today. The words that take them across the threshold from being engaged to being married. Brian and Kelsey, marriage is the promise between two people who love each other, who trust that love, who honor one another as individuals, and who wish to spend the rest of their lives together. It enables the two separate souls to share their desires, longings, dreams, and memories, and to help each other through all the uncertainties of life. A strong marriage also nurtures each of you as separate individuals and allows you to maintain your unique identity and grow in your own way through the years ahead. Marriage is a safe haven for each of you to become your best self, while together you become better than you could ever be alone. You're adding to your life not only the affection you have for each other, but also the companionship and blessing of a deep trust. You are agreeing to share strength, responsibilities, and love. To make this relationship work takes more than love. It takes trust to know in your hearts that you want only the best for each other. It takes dedication to learn and grow, even when it's difficult to do so. And it takes faith to go forward without knowing exactly what the future holds for you both. Kelsey, please give your bouquet to Tigges. Kelsey and Brian, please join hands. Look at one another now and remember this moment in time. Brian, please repeat after me. Kelsey, I take you as you are, loving who you are now and who you are yet to become. I promise from this day forward to be grateful for our love and our life, to be generous with my time, my energy, and my affection, to be patient with you and with myself, to fill our lives with adventure and our home with laughter, to encourage you to grow as an individual and inspire you to do so, to love you completely. These things I pledge before you, our friends, and our family. Kelsey, please repeat after me. Brian, I take you as you are, loving who you are now and who you are yet to become. I promise from this day forward to be grateful for our love and our life, to be generous with my time, my energy, and my affection, to be patient with you and with myself, to fill our lives with adventure and our homes with laughter, to encourage you to grow as an individual and inspire you to do so, to love you completely. These things I pledge before you, our family, and our friends. Brian, do you take Kelsey to be your wife? Kelsey, do you take Brian to be your husband? In the spirit of the importance of strong bonds to a marriage, Brian and Kelsey have asked Michelle, Brian's sister, to read a selection about love that especially resonates with them. Two people in love do not live in isolation. Their love is a source of strength with which they may nourish not only each other, but also the world around them. And in turn, we, their community of friends and family, have a responsibility to this couple. By our steadfast care, respect, and love, we can support their marriage and the new family they are creating today. Will everyone please rise as you are able? Will you, who are present here today, surround Kelsey and Brian in love, offering them the joys of your friendship and supporting them in your marriage? You may be seated. We've come to the point of your ceremony where you're going to say your vows to one another. But before you do that, I ask you to remember that love, which is rooted in faith, trust, and acceptance, will be the foundation of an abiding and deepening relationship. No other ties are more tender, no other vows more sacred than those you now assume. If you are able to keep the vows you take here today, not because of any religious or civic law, but out of a desire to love and to be loved fully by another person, then your life will have joy, and the home you establish will be a place in which you both will find the direction of your growth, your freedom, and your responsibility. Brian and Kelsey, turn to each other. Brian, please repeat after me. I, Brian, take you, Kelsey, to be my wife, my constant friend and partner, and my love. I will work to create a bond of honesty, respect, and trust, one that withstands the tides of time and change. I vow to honor and respect you for all that you are and will become. I will join with you to create a world we want to live in. Our home will be a sanctuary and a respite. Above all, I will give you my love freely and unconditionally. I pledge this to you from the bottom of my heart for all the days of our lives. Kelsey, please repeat after me. I, Kelsey, take you, Brian, to be my husband, my constant friend, and my partner. Constant friend and partner, my love. I will work to create a bond of honesty, respect, and trust, one that withstands the tides of time and change. I vow to honor and respect you for all that you are and will become. I will join with you to create a world we want to live in. Our home will be a sanctuary and a respite. Above all, I will give you my love freely and unconditionally. I pledge this to you from the bottom of my heart for all the days of our lives. Your wedding rings are the outward and visible sign of the inward and invisible bond which already unites your two hearts in love. I ask Piyush to give Kelsey's ring to Brian. Brian, as you place this ring on Kelsey's finger, repeat these words after me. This ring symbolizes my love for you and the commitments we make today. As this ring has no end, my love is also forever. Piyush, now please give Brian's ring to Kelsey. Kelsey, as you place this ring on Brian's finger, repeat these words after me. This ring symbolizes my love for you and the commitments we make today. As this ring has no end, my love is also forever. Kelsey and Brian, you have just committed yourselves, one to the other, by the pledge of your marriage vows and the exchange of wedding rings. Your life is now one. To celebrate your new union, we acknowledge the two separate bottles of sand here that symbolize your separate lives, separate families, and separate sets of friends. These two bottles of sand represent all that you are and all that you'll ever be as an individual. They also represent your lives before today. As these two containers of sand are poured into the third container, the individual containers of sand will no longer exist, but will be joined together as one. Just as these grains of sand can never be separated and poured again into the individual containers, so will your lives be. While this wedding is a celebration of love and commitment, it is also a legal ceremony. I ask Tigges and Piyush to join me and Brian and Kelsey at the table. The signing of a marriage certificate is not just a legal requirement. It is in fact an ancient custom that represents the concept that not only must marriage be entered into consensually by both parties, but that it is also a social contract between a couple and their community for the good of all. Signing the marriage documents is also a self-defining moment for Brian and Kelsey. Perhaps one of the most impactful and consequential moments of their lives. So I asked them to sign the documents before them. I asked Tigges and Piyush to sign the marriage license as witnesses to this moment. May the legal benefits and obligations of marriage enhance your life for all the years to come. Everyone has advice for newlyweds, especially on their wedding day. I would like to paraphrase the words of Gloria Vanderbilt from her book, The Rainbow Comes and Goes. Love is all. Despite all that has happened to us, or perhaps because of it, of this we must be certain. Can one ever love too much? No. Love and trust are the only truths. They rarely fail, except when we don't listen to our instincts. When you do finally meet your love, honestly confide in them. Hold nothing back. Not only the high hopes you have, but also the dark fear that you may not be capable of taking responsibility for another person's happiness. Show each other that you not only love, but also respect each other. Define your values, but know that you both must be willing to compromise. Believe that the life you create together is the top priority, and you will do all you can to make it work. Brian and Kelsey, I offer these good wishes to you on this special day. May your life together be filled with comfort, joy, and good health. May you always share open and honest communication with each other. May you respect each other's individual talents and gifts and give full support to each other's professional and personal pursuits. May you cherish the home and family you will create together. May all the years to come be filled with moments to celebrate and renew your love. And may your love be a lifelong source of excitement, contentment, affection, respect, and devotion for one another. Kelsey and Brian, you've come here today of your own free will and in the presence of family and friends, and have declared your love and commitment to each other. You have given and received a ring as a symbol of your promises. So by the strength of your love and commitment to each other, and the power vested in me, I now pronounce you husband and wife. You may seal this declaration with a kiss. Ladies and gentlemen, I now present to you the newest married couple in the state of Tennessee.